So there's several models around, and basically three options for local authorities when we're talking about housing and we're talking about housing stock. So there is use the local authorities housing stock. There's try and lever housing association stock, or there is we use private landlords and private landlords. And what we do at Supporting Lives and also for Charter is we invest in that property. We purchase the properties and work with local authorities to meet a need. However, the issue is if you look, you will never get meet someone's needs who's just come off the street and they've got addiction problems, mental health problems, family problems, whatever, criminal justice problems. Housing benefit doesn't pay for that. So what we need to do is it's a different world and a different model because housing benefit alone does not pay enough. It pays for the bricks and mortar that we invest in, yeah. But the important thing is we need to lever funding from the NHS trusts to help support mental health issues with our clients. We need to lever funding for those with substance misuse issues from the local authorities and the commissioned treatment services. We need to lever monies from the criminal justice who will enable us to employ the caliber of staff who can actually keep these people safe and secure. Do you know? So there's a lot of responsibilities when we purchase property. It's about the business model needs to be, and this is where the world needs to change. It can't be done on housing benefit because they don't pay for that. They don't pay for the support and the levels of support that we put in at Supporting Lives and in Charter. So that's the that really is the issue that we have to face because there needs to be a new model. There does need to be a new model, and that's what we're introducing. We're working in partnership to make sure we can get the best staff to give the best care and support to people that have got multiple needs, not just one or two, not just a roof over their head. That's the start. It's the other bits. So what are we going to do about your mental health? What are we going to do about your finances? What we're going to so there's so much more work to do, and it's got to be paid for. So believe me, it's we also when we're buying properties, we have this WILT, and it stands for Would I Live There? Any property that we view, I've seen too many through the press, social media that are substandard, they're damp, they're falling down, and so we actually approach it with that. Every property we view, if we're going to purchase, we actually say, "Would I live there?" Do you know? So that's a real principle that we're living to at the moment.